So we're gonna just go through this nighttime skincare routine. I've been doing a lot lately. My forehead is kind of getting a little breakout-ish, so let's rock and roll. I'm gonna just put this out of the way. Do I look very zen right now? I am. All right, so I usually use 103 because that's my favorite, but because I'm having like some stuff going on up here and in the chin from wearing my little quarantine mask, I'm gonna use 125 because it has more acids in it, so it'll be good at fighting through all of this stuff and helping to calm it down, okay? So, when cleansing, right, we need a good 60 seconds. So I don't want you to rush through this process. I like to put it directly on my skin first and like work it into the different areas before I add water to my routine, like before I add water. So I'm gonna just do just like this. In my eyebrows, because sometimes in here can get very flaky. In my hairline area, right? And through here. I have a client who mentioned a skin condition if she noticed in her ears inside and they're getting flaky. So you can wash inside your ears, but you're gonna wanna just get right here in the neck. And this is really good for lymphatic drainage, just getting in here. So if you have like a lot of acne, and if when you try to pop your pimples with your Q-tips, you notice fluid, that's a lot of lymph backup. It also is the cause of puffy eyes, lymph. When your eyes are puffy, or you have like bags. So if you start moving that fluid down by massaging down in the neck, like this, definitely makes a difference because you'll start loosening that up. It's your body's sewage system. So you're gonna wanna move that around. In the neck. I feel it tingling already. So now I'm gonna add my water. And put it on a sponge like this, right? Yep. And here. And the corner of our old here. Yep. Here. And remember, foam and suds does not equal clean. None of these cleansers have sulfates in them. So the cleansing agent is much gentler on the skin and it's healthier, okay? So you're gonna get a little foam, but you're not gonna be like a bubble face. So now with a nice clean towel, you can just rinse it, but sometimes it's good to wipe so you can actually see. If there's still dirt, you're gonna wanna go in again and wash again. So I like to use a white towel so I see like what is coming off, right? And if it's really dirty, wash it again. So that's like a little white towel check, okay? So now you can go in with your step 2, rose water toner, your brightening vitamin C toner if you're working on discoloration or overall brightening, or if you're working on oil control, acne, you're gonna do your 213. So I love I love my rose water with hibiscus. So I'm gonna just spray this. Okay, leave it for a second. I feel this tingling too. All right. Now for step 3, your pads, which have a 3 on it. These are your level 2 pads. So if you started off with the superfruit enzyme pads and you've been through a jar or 2, you can definitely bump your way up to these. These are my favorite. They just make my skin feel like glass. So for my pads, I start at the top. I kind of just go back and forth like this. Down. Get the sides. In this crease of my nose, because I get a lot of dead skin build up here. Around my mouth. In my chin area. And then I take it down. Right? Down. 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 Right? Down in here. Underneath, keep going down. Get in how you fit in. Underarms, but this is just nice. And this is my night routine, so that's why on this you'll see the moon, because this is your nighttime product, right? I just like to let this fit in a little bit, so I just fan. And then the Reset Serum, which is nice and light. It's gonna come in a different dropper soon, but it's nice to put it on your palm so you see how much you need. So I use about that much. See that? That's not a lot. So this bottle will last you a pretty decent amount of time. I just like to warm it up a little bit and then spread. Alright. Remember your lymph, keeping it moving so this neck thing is good. Chest. So make sure if you get the puffy eyes, you're gonna want to work your way out in here, right? Right, and out, right? And down. For your lymphs that are in here, a lot of times when people are sick, you'll notice the lymph back here is swollen because there's inflammation, and then you have like a stuffy head, your nose is stuffy, your sinuses are messed up. So that's why you want to take care of yourself. Get this whole area in here. And not that you're dragging at it, but just a nice gentle touch to stimulate it. Right? Down. Like that. Like that. You can follow up with your even tone enhancer serum if you want to layer. So that's about 0.25 milliliters there. A few drops. For overall, I would just press this in. Or if I'm spot treating, I would just like spot treat like that or like that and work it into the skin. Hands, right? Cuticles. Lips. And have a good night. So that's your nighttime skin routine in under 10 minutes. Good night.